You had a relative, when we're talking of die of COVID, and you are extra critical on those who misinform now. COVID is dangerous. Diseases are dangerous. Viruses are dangerous. But we've seen something different in COVID, in that I don't know a person that's untouched. I don't know a person that hasn't lost or nearly lost someone. And typically on the right, you're fighting for freedoms. You're fighting for the freedom for say over my own body, your constitutional rights, things of that nature. But on this one, you kind of broke from them and said, no, it's not right to misinform people. It's not right to disagree with science. We have to do this. Did simply the death of your relative do that, or did witnessing the deaths of those who couldn't necessarily financially afford to live with it or financially afford to take care of burials and things of that nature? Was it more of just that one thing that said?
No, it actually was something completely different. It was after the 2020 election and seeing so many people on my side embrace a lot of lies about what happened, and then see this virus start coming up. And people are doing the same thing. And it's other people are believing the lies, and it's costing them their relatives. You should not have to have something bad happen to you or your family to understand what the truth is. And I've become really, in the last number of years, concerned with, I mean, you and I can look at an issue and come out with a different conclusion, but we're looking at the same thing. And people no longer even want to look at the same thing. And so I started talking about the virus on my radio show back in January of 2020, saying, take this seriously. And seeing so many people who didn't. And my aunt, and you know, this is the South. She is not a blood relative. She is my mother's lifelong best friend.
That's your auntie.
Is my,
absolutely.
I mean, I never didn't call her
to
my
be
aunt.
Respected as such. Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, the only woman outside my family who could spank me.
Absolutely.
She was also my kindergarten teacher. I loved her, and she got asthma, had a horrible asthma, and she did every precaution she could. And she got it in the hospital. It spread, and she never left the hospital. And I couldn't go to the funeral. And then my wife with lung cancer. I got to be careful. And to have friends of mine say, this really isn't real. When I'm like, I know people who I love who have died from this, and you don't even think it's real. There's something profoundly spiritually wrong with the country when we get to that point.